What's going on, guys? Kind of a brutal day in the overall market. So what we're going to be doing is taking a look at Nvidia and kind of looking at the price action, from a macro point of view, starting with the weekly time frame. So Nvidia currently trading at $169.38. What I do kind of want to point out, we were down almost 7%, 12 points on the session. Currently on the weekly time frame, Nvidia is below every single macro level of support: the 50-day moving average, the 20-day moving average, the 10, the 5, so forth and so forth. This does not look good for Nvidia. It looks like it's going to stretch lower. This is an inverted red hammer candle on the weekly time frame. Yes, we still have 2 days left of the trading week to kind of go. Could this reverse, reclose back over 182 and look for some sort of dead cat bounce next week? It's possible, but it's also possible that we lose today's lows, and I want to kind of keep this in mind. This is going to be a short position here for me. If we start to lose $168, I will take a short position on Nvidia. We do have prior, kind of this wick, a little bit of a demand zone here at around 155. So there's plenty of room for Nvidia to kind of stretch. I'm not saying that you need to catch the whole move, but there's plenty of room for you to kind of get in and try to make some money. Now, the macro weekly demand zone is sitting at around $140. This could be a buying opportunity between 120 and around 140. I would feel pretty comfortable myself adding in and averaging down here if we get here, guys. I mean, that's the thing. We could quickly come down within 1 week's time, whenever it happens. But it could be like a time where you get 1 or 2 days, a capitulation, just kind of wash out, and then we quickly tag 140, and then we kind of bounce and we start to tread higher, and then we really never see 140 price tag again on Nvidia. And then you're kind of just like, oh man, I remember when Nvidia was trading at $140. I should have picked it up. It's now 250 and it's 3 years later, right? So just kind of, if you are a longer term investor and you are adding to your portfolios, I'm not going to say to add in here because we're floating in the middle of no man's land, right? So we're in between a level of supply, we're in between a level of demand. We need to get oversupply before we can start adding to a position, or we need to get down to this demand or as close to this demand as possible and then kind of bounce higher. So if you're looking to add into your long-term accounts here, 117, I'm just going to keep it real funky with you guys. 117 to 140, you want to try to average into your positions there. Now, if you're a day trader and you're kind of looking to day trade this, we're going to need to go down to the daily time frame here. Let's start with the daily. We can see nasty rejection after reclaiming the 10-day moving average here, gap down, closed below the 5-day. What I'm looking for here is 168.50. We do have room down to 165, so there's plenty of room here. A 3-point move on Nvidia. If you guys have traded Nvidia before, you guys know how well this stock moves intraday. We got a 3-point move there, and anything below 165, 166 does have room to this lower Bollinger Band, and these recent lows, 160 and 154. Those are the levels you want to play. If you want to get a little bit more dicey with it and you want to see, kind of the hourly time frame where we're looking for any sort of bounce tomorrow that gets rejected at 160, 167, 167, 168, any sort of um, rejection here at the 5-day moving average on the 1 hour time frame. Hell, even 170. We get any kind of bounce into 167 and 170 and we get rejected. That's definitely a flush point back through this lower channel here. That lower channel to keep an eye on is 167. Also, you want to keep an eye on the after hours lows, 165. If we do start to lose 165, we've got intraday movement down to 158. That could be a nice, a nice trade there to the downside. 155 is still our bottom here that we're going to kind of look at. This is going to hold as a little bit of support. So I would expect us, if we do come down here, to bounce. And if the market does want to continue this downward trend, which it looks like that's what it's showing us, then I would expect to at least test 155. But again, remember what I said about that 140 and 120 price tag, right? 117 to be exact. Definitely want to keep that in mind. So, definitely to the long side, look at how nasty my chart looks, right? So confusing. That's because there's so many supply and demand zones. When we're in a good trading market and we could trade to the long side, a lot of this is going to be open space. If you notice down here, there's open space, right? There's nothing here. It's all empty. That's because we have room down. Okay. We don't have a demand zone until 158. You notice all of this nasty price action. This is all supply zones. So you're going to get sold into, sold into, sold into, sold into, sold into. We really don't get clear on Nvidia until we get back over 183. Guys, I hope this video helps. Definitely give my channel a subscribe. Also hit the thumbs up button on this. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think about Nvidia and the overall market. If you guys are looking to get serious, get down and busy and learn how to trade options, maybe kind of, generate that extra side income if you guys are holding stocks long, definitely join the Discord. Visit evolutiontraders.com. And I'll see you guys all on the next trading video.